What's up, Austin Oaks Church family? Super excited. Lucas Jackson, student pastor here at our church, and just want to have a conversation with you to let you know all the details of our protocols for small groups, which start this week. Really excited to be able to gather our students together, and so just want to go through the things from the very beginning of our church and this, weird, uncertain time. Uncommon unity has been a high value in these uncommon times. And so I just want to be clear and concise with how we're going to go about our small group time and how to keep students safe. And our whole goal from the beginning has been to be smart, safe, and to be gospel driven. So let me just go through some of our protocols, and then you can feel free to message me on any details or clarification or questions that you may have about the things that we're going to be doing on Wednesday nights as we gather our leaders and our students together on a weekly basis. So first up is we're going to be outside in our courtyard, 6:30 to 7. We're going to have food. And then 7 to 7:30, we'll have some large group time that's still social distancing. And then 7:30 to 8:30, we're going to have our small group time. We're going to be outside in our courtyard. We are going to be taking student and leaders' temperatures as they come in. Everyone's going to be wearing a mask. And then once they actually get to their small group time and they have they sit down to have a conversation with their small group, then they can take their mask off. Very similar like going to a restaurant, or even on the exact same thing like coming to church on Sunday mornings. Kind of when you're up and about, moving around, you're wearing a mask, but once you get in place and in your circle of your small group, then you can take your mask off. Everyone is going to be expressing social distancing. We're going to do our best to make sure that happens. Only 2 people are going to be allowed to go to the restroom at one time. So that's the only time anyone is going to be going inside. It's going to be the lobby of our children's building, and they can go in there, and 2 people in the restroom at a given time. Our food is going to be handled by a few of our parents, and it's going to be served only by those. We're not going to have like a big container, a buffet style where everybody comes through and touches every spoon and every plate. So we're going to be very cautious with that as well. Students, you should bring your own Bibles, Crazy Creek, camping chair, blanket, pen, notebook, all of that stuff, a water bottle. Bring all of that. We're not going to provide any of that stuff. We're going to have all throwaway plates and napkins and silverware. We'll have a few cups for waters because we're going to be outside, going to be a little toasty, but encourage you to bring your own water bottle to be able to use. And we're also going to be doing bracelets for all of our students. Actually, I have mine on, and it just says Austin Oaks Student Ministry Fall 2020, so that we can look back and reminisce about the crazy times that we are in 10 years from now. But there's going to be 3 colors, and so we want everybody to wear one, and that's actually going to make it easier for us to know how cautious to be with other people. We don't have to come up or envision like how close can I be, and just all of those awkward things that take place right now when you interact with people. It's like, do you want a handshake? Do you not? Maybe you don't like to handshake, but maybe you are okay. And so the 3 wristbands or 3 colors. Green means, hey, you're okay with a high five. We're not going to hug, but you're okay with a high five, and then you're going to go back to social distancing. Yellow wristband means you're a little bit more cautious, which is totally fine, so give me a fist bump, and then you go back to social distancing. Red means you don't want to be around anybody at all, so you're going to give the peace sign or a wave, like for sure stay social distancing, and then you're going to go back to doing right what you're doing, social distancing. So green, yellow, and red. And that's not intended at all to put people in categories. That's just intended to make it easy for us to be able to serve and to know where everybody's comfortability level is. And so we think that's a great way to serve everybody. When somebody comes down with COVID, I mean, the chances of that happening are high. When that does happen, we will make sure to notify the appropriate people. We're not going to share names. Like, you don't need to know the exact name of the student who got COVID. If there is somebody in your son or daughter's small group that gets COVID, we will make sure to communicate that with you parents, and then you can make the appropriate decisions that you feel are best for your family and your student. Lastly, we understand that not everybody wants to come in person, which is totally fine. So we're going to be, each small group leader or group of leaders will be sending out a link via Zoom for your son or daughter who doesn't want to come physically present. they can zoom into their small group. And so what that'll look like is if I'm with the senior guys, we're all in our group and we've got 12 of us who are physically present, and you can zoom in, your son or daughter can zoom into that particular group, and you will be with your specific small group. And so around 7:30, you'd want to get on your device, zoom into that particular small group. So that way we can serve those who want to be physically present, but we can also serve those of you who are being more cautious, probably because you want to care for a loved one who is more receptive to getting sick with COVID. And so we want to honor all of those things. And so parents, here's the protocol for what we're going to be doing for small groups and for the weeks to come. Please let me know if you have any other clarification questions. You can email me, send me a text. Would love just to hear from you if you have any other clarification questions that I can provide. Very, very grateful for you guys. Super excited for us as a student ministry to continue to be simply about Jesus. And how are we going to do that? We're going to do everything that we can to help students meet, know, and follow Jesus. So thank you so much for who you are and what you're doing for your families, and eager for us to be able to serve you guys again this semester.